What do you know about it? It's probably a bit more nuanced than that, but maybe. We've got a new target, Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call centre system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect. Alexei and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
When and I passed out. Yes, It is the others I must set free.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity. Okay, Monroe, here's the object for today.
What are you doing here? Go rescue Bronwyn.
Made of silver.
It sort of looks like a whistle.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
With the bones of 17 children.
Oh.
Claude.
After a sudden sinkhole in the graveyard exposed. That's quite a history to it, doesn't it?
It sounds awful.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now closed. Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Today I've brought in a really cool object. So what might this be?
Well, it definitely looks like an alien. And from what I can see, it's like a alien, I suppose, with two alien babies. And then it's wearing a hat. And it's made of stone. They kind of look like semi-precious black eyes. They kind of look like lizards with a hat on.
Yeah, I mean, you were making a very good point there with the alien look. But it's quite an ancient object, isn't it? It's not modern.
Not at all.
This one is a sculpture that was found along with several others, similar sculptures, in a tunnel of caves in Mexico. Oh, I picked it up on eBay. It's supposed to be proof that aliens have visited our planet already, or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
But, you know, I just thought it.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photo? Is it about... What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is...
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry. It's all tasteful stuff. Maybe a gift for you.
I didn't get them. Now I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen them.
Yes.
And it's tiny. And it's made... I think it's metal.
Mm-hmm.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief Dupont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
Yeah, again, it's a theme that we've visited before in our shows. It's a Bronze Age amulet with 3 circles. It was excavated at Brindley Hill, the site of a standing circle within August. You might have seen it. Legend says that it wards off evil spirits while traversing the ley line network.
Well, I wish we could give everyone an option.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Open at Midnight by Martin Oten, read by Lacey. The old man hobbled slowly down the street, leaning. He paused to pull his tattered overcoat more tightly around his thin body as the bitter east wind blew litter around his spindly legs. He pulled his cap down more firmly. Painful progress. From the
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a cello.
Just my mind playing tricks, I guess. Sometimes when I drink enough and I'm alone enough, I can step into them.
Step into.
It's like a hologram. The pictures become 3-dimensional and I can move around inside them. Like virtual reality, but real. The picture comes alive when I'm inside it. Things move around. They talk.
They talk.
In this one, it's just Dorota. So I'm in her living room. She says that she should have been nicer to me. And I should make her be nice.
You're insane.
Yes, I'm just messing with you, Violet. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion. Guess it didn't work on you.
At first they tried to get me to talk about it. I couldn't tell them what had driven discovery or the endless antipsychotics smothering my brain in cotton wool and sat me in a corner while they decided their observations. Into the world with a letter for my physician and I was very, very lucky I was not connected with the police manhunt.
Violet, if this is about releasing people from prison, the answer is no. I'm going to need hard evidence for that to happen. Now, go. Back to the guest house.
Last 8 days, so tonight I'll go looking for trouble. The gates of madness open at midnight.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
King's Cross, more anonymous than the Tube and fewer cameras.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Flashing me with spray from the puddles in the road. I weave and stumble a bit. Just a bloke who's had a skinful and is asking to get rolled.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So,
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
No, not really. I don't have many options. I'm asking everyone how I can help, so maybe I actually can help this time.
Within me, the beast snarls and slobbers in anticipation. On the other side of the street, engrossed in each other. Cease.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... what was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
But I learned pretty soon that it was futile. I've had to cut myself off from any close relationships if I wanted to have any kind of worthwhile lifestyle. A steady girlfriend or a wife is out of the question. I simply cannot afford to have anyone around when the beast wakes. Casual relationships have foundered on this rock. "You won't let anyone get close to you" is a phrase I've heard more than a few times. It's true, and of course, I will not tell them why. There's no predictable pattern to it. Years can go on quietly, but I once had to feed the beast twice in 6 weeks. I usually get about a week's warning, so clearly holidays are out. I dare not be anywhere where I don't know the ground well. Work was difficult, so I went freelance as soon as I could manage to earn enough to make ends meet. Then at least that worked out pretty well. Programming makes me good money. I can work from home, and no one misses me if I drop out of circulation for a week or two. I find myself wondering how many others there are out there. How many beasts? Or am I just one amongst many vehicles for a single slayer? There surely must be others. Cannot believe I am unique amongst all mankind, and if I am, then why me? I've tried to be discriminating in my victims. No true innocents have been fed to the beast, though that first time was pretty close. But everyone since has put themselves in my path. It's a way to live with the monstrosity of it. It's barbaric, but at least I tell myself the Slayer only takes those that the world is better off without. I find a good spot. The entrance to a yard. Deep in shadow, under dark walls with a shuttered double door. Just a drunk taking a piss. I stagger into the killing ground. For a moment, I think the footsteps are going to pass, but he, and it is always he, is just being careful before he doubles back. I take my time, leaning forward, hands on hips. The Slayer quivers with anticipation within me. "Hey, mate, you got a light?" His voice is higher pitched than I expected, nerves making him speak, perhaps. I turn slowly as if I'm a little off balance. "Sorry, I don't smoke." I look him in the face. He looks rough. Sweating, even though it's after midnight and cool. His eyes are glazed over with large pupils. The spots on his neck seem to shine in the distant neon. I can smell his breath, sour with the stink of rotting teeth. A smackhead, I guess, in need of his medicine. Well, he had more choices about his life than me. "Fuck you! Give me the money!" He pulls out the knife from inside his jacket, 8 inches, big enough to skewer an elephant. And I'm relieved. I needed to see the threat. I relax and open the gates, let the Slayer come through. ringside seat as the Terminator or Bruce Lee or Mike Tyson or all three combined takes control of my body and pours through it. The wild exhilaration of the beast sets my senses on fire, even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes. My hand seize him with strength many times my own. My right hand crushes his larynx as is dislocating his elbow. Blood gushes from his mouth and nose. I turn his head away to avoid the spray and feel the beast drinks in his life force as it spills out, greedily lapping it like...
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Grasp. He is... I toss the body away, expecting it to flutter in the air.
Is Bronwyn out yet?
Sam's working on it.
Don't worry, Lexi. She'll be fine.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Trans-dimensional?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Glass. Then there's another long walk through the rain, the tiredness dragging on my legs, the muscles taut with cramp. At last, like I could find, I relaxed in a warm bath and one...
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota? I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi? I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course.
Just checking. Have you ever thought about dyeing your hair red? I think it would suit you.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean, handle her? Doesn't see...
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, why are we talking about Violet? Let's talk about you.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You said...
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Undressing the wife of ordered that Busan be shrunk by mystics and the see on his face. These left unseen. But as far as I can tell, I have the only one.
Well, I wish I hadn't seen this.
Now nosed. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object is that you are holding.
I mean, it's very, very heavy. It's wooden.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Cross, maybe?
What was the object used for, what do you think?
Only... hang something on? Like a coat, or...
It's good house, kind of, it's a household item.
Honestly...
I doubt you've ever used one of those. You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Yeah. Its only job is literally to flatten bed sheets. That's what it is.
Really?
That amount of care nowadays. Crush 4 young women.
Oh my gosh.
They were all identical quadruplets, aged 17. Apparently, their essence remains ingrained.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now renowned.
I think we should break up. I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
I think we should break up.
Why do you want to break up?
I don't love you. I'm cheating on you.
With who?
Dorota. Lexi.
I thought so. Well, Dorota isn't here anymore. That's the curse of sleeping with you, obviously. How dare you break up with me? It's my decision. And I haven't made my mind up yet.
Well, it definitely looks like an alien. Alien, I suppose, with 2 alien babies. And then it's wearing a hat. They kind of look like semi-precious black eyes. With a hat on.
Yeah, I mean, you were making a very good point there with the alien look. But it's quite an ancient...
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... unless there's anything else?
Pose for me. Let's sleep together. Pose for me.
Zach, Please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just, undo.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Aliens look like. Or could be not. Someone who looks like this.
Perhaps.
Poe's curiosity shop is now closed. Yes.
With Poe and Monroe. Okay, so we've heard from Alex, and Alex has said that they have the same dream.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
And I realize it's not her that's underwater. I mean, this one sounds quite dark and complex. Now, Poe, do you have any ideas what this might represent?
The closing of the eyes. I mean, that's interesting. So she wants to, at least the person she's